To be honest, man, I don't really think this generation is set up for love. So eventually, I believe every man will go through his canon events of heartbreak. You can have lots of tiny little heartbreaks, but this video specifically, I'm talking about that one girl that you give your entire heart to, where you love her with all your heart and she shatters it. Healing from this is pretty interesting because psychological research actually suggests sometimes the pain can be even worse than losing a loved one, and also most men never fully recover from heartbreak. So I'm gonna give you your full guide on how to recover from heartbreak and boss the F up. Let's get it. Step one is going to be the most difficult for most of you guys. And this is going to be actually accepting what has happened and embracing all of the bad emotions. So many people after a breakup, they want to ignore their sadness. They want to distract themselves. So they go hook up with a whole bunch of people. They drink a whole bunch of alcohol. They do a whole bunch of stupid stuff. I don't want you to do this. What I do want you to do, it sounds a little bit soft, but I want you to cry in private if you need to. I need you to fully come to terms with what has happened. She's gone now, man. She's out of your life. Treat it like a death. She's never coming back. Treat it like this. You cannot have any hope that she's ever going to come back. And even if she does come back, you should not be the type of man that allows a woman back into your life after she shatters your heart. Sit in silence if you need to. Think about her for a little bit if you need to. Do whatever you have to do to process your emotions. I highly suggest delete all your photos with her. Archive any photos on your story, on your feed. Block her if you need to on social media. Like, do not be in contact with her in the slightest. Don't watch her stories, anything. Personally, I would suggest just mute her. Never watch her stories ever again, because blocking kind of makes it look like you're a little bit emotional, and this will make her feel like she kind of has an edge on you. A lot of guys, after going through heartbreak or any sort of trauma, they want to go to therapy. Now, if you want to go to therapy, do it. I'm not going to tell you not to, but psychological research suggests it's not the most effective thing. What is most effective is actually working out. This is going to be 1.5 times more effective than going to therapy. So you want to heal from this heartbreak? It is literally your villain arc.
I was meant to be beautiful. Instead, to look up in horror because of you.
It is time to get into the gym and absolutely push your body to its limits. Now, this is the secret to creating an aesthetic physique. So whenever you're in the gym, you have to put all this negative energy into each and every set. So before you're gonna hit your bench press, your overhead press, your squat, whatever it is, you think about the heartbreak. You think about her shattering your heart, her with another man, whatever it takes. You sit there, you get hyped up, you listen to the music, and then you push yourself harder than you've ever pushed before. This is my secret. This is what I do in all my lifts. This is why I'm bigger than any other natural in the fitness industry. So step number 2, get as strong as possible. Work out 5, 6, 7 days a week. Build a physique. Get a 6-pack. Like, eat a little bit less food. Hit your protein. Get a 6-pack for the first time in your life. If you look in the mirror every single day, you have a 6-pack chiseled set of abs. You will not feel heartbroken anymore, man. You're going to start feeling proud of what you are becoming. This one's kind of a given, but you need to start leveling up your life in every single aspect. So one of the best places is always starting with the temple. So you've already got the physique covered. Now it's going to be the other aspects of your life. This means that every single day you need to be cleaning your apartment spotless. If you don't have an apartment, get an apartment. If you don't have money, you need to be taking the steps to be able to get an apartment. Your clothes, man, you got to keep them fresh. Get a whole new wardrobe, whole new aesthetic. Look as fresh as possible. Get a new haircut, get a new hairstyle. Whatever you do to look your freaking best. You've been doing those things for the past couple months. You process the emotions, you built your physique, you're looking better than ever. Now it's time for you to start talking to new girls. So you can build up a little roster again, and you will notice one thing. It's gonna sound cold, it's gonna sound very cold-hearted, but most girls are all the same.
They're riding my brain, love, these hoes are sad.
You're gonna notice talking to all these new girls, they're probably just like the last girl was, man. They're not really too special these days. They're kind of duplicates of one another. So this is what you'll notice during the talking stage of the heartbreak. And then this will help you get over the heartbreak, because you're gonna be like, oh, she wasn't even that special. She's just like every other girl. She wanted to use me. She did not see my potential, but I know my potential. So you keep building up. You keep leveling up. And then she's going to look back and see what she missed out on. Brother, you need to be making more money. Unless you're already making 7 figures, I think every man could and should be making more money. This means you should be working harder, 60, 80 hours a week. Like, what are you celebrating? If you're not making 7 figures a year, what are you celebrating? Why are you going out? Why are you partying? Why are you doing all this stuff? No. It's time to be making money. Stop chasing all these girls. Stop chasing this instant dopamine. Chase the bag, man. So if you do not have your own grind, your own hustle, just work as many jobs as possible. 2, 3 jobs, whatever it takes. And if you do have your own grind, your own hustle, start new businesses. Start investing. Start doing all sorts of badass James Bond stuff to stack the bread, make your regret, man. Eventually, the end goal should be getting to a certain level of self-improvement to where your ex is going to come back. Because they always come back. As long as you improve. Unless you somehow get worse after the breakup, some guys do, then she will never come back. She's gone forever. But as long as you improve, she will come back. Personally, for me, my ex came back and I made the mistake of talking to her. We'd have some conversations and then she'd leave again, man. She'd ghost because she got her little ego fixed until I stopped replying. I left her undelivered. And then once I finally stopped, once I finally walked away, then she blocks me because it shattered her ego. I got to a point to where I'm better than her. I'm out of her league. And now she's got me blocked because it hurts her little ego. So that's what you got to do. Never let them back. Keep them blocked. Keep them out. Never speak to them again. I hope this video helps, guys. Link in the description box for a free one-on-one consultation with me to look like a Greek god and male model, just like all my other clients. Also, kalosique.com for the best supplements in the fitness industry. And don't forget to subscribe, Best Self Improvement channel on YouTube. That's it. I love you guys.